Hi, welcome to this video on the IPM program offered by IIM Jammu. In this video, we're going to cover very basic fundamentals of the IPM program at IIM Jammu. This should help you in considering or rather in evaluating the program that is offered at IIM Jammu. So yes, the program was announced in February 2021. So in fact, this is the first time that the students have reached the final year. They are going to pass out the next year. First academic year was 2021-2022. Like other programs, this program is also integrated, not only integrated, but a program which offers dual degree. Okay. IIM Jammu rather has said that they have implemented NEP and they are doing exactly the way NEP is supposed to be implemented. So if you walk out of the program after year 3, you walk out with a BBA degree. If you stay back and complete your 5 years, you get your MBA degree. That is okay. But if you choose to walk out after year 1, okay, you don't really walk out empty handed. You get a something called as certificate in management. If you leave the program, I sincerely hope you don't have to, but if you leave the program after year 2, you get a diploma in management. After year 3 is when you get your bachelor's degree, and after year 5 is when you get your bachelor's and master's degree. Okay, so they have flexible exit options. Yes, and this is how the program broadly looks like at IIM Jammu. The first 3 years are the years which are called as foundation years. The subjects taught are also like that. Subjects like maths, economics, statistics, some foreign language, business communication, management information systems. A lot of IIMs also do subjects on around humanities. So some IIMs teach subjects like psychology, sociology, Indian polity, and all of that. So yes, and important is, or rather something unique for Jammu is that they also focus on something called as mental wellness in the first 3 years. So that does give a better rounding to the program in terms of covering or making it holistic that way. The pedagogy that they are going to implement, or rather they have been doing, is through case studies, simulations, and group discussions. It's not all always theoretical lectures, and at the end of the semester you just go and fill your papers like what we've been doing in our schools and colleges and all of that. So that way it is different and nice. Okay, Jammu, because you are in Jammu, you are very close. They have a boot camp that they do it every year in Ladakh. So after year 1, all the batches go to Ladakh for a boot camp on leadership is what they're doing. Internships are an integral part of almost all IPM programs, and this is something that I think really makes the program strong, really makes the program multi-dimensional. Okay, so the social internship or the corporate internship after year 2, students have a choice where they want to go. After year 3, they have a compulsory business or a corporate internship. After year 4, which is the first year of MBA, all the students are anyway expected to do some or the other corporate internship. So by the time you complete your 5 years at Jammu, you really have like a good 3 internships under your belt. Very important and interesting part about Jammu is Jammu has some very interesting tie-ups abroad also. So there is an international exchange program also available after year 3. What is very important is that the program is offered not to everybody. This choice is not for everybody. It is merit based. So only if you have a CGPA above a certain limit, the students are invited for an exchange program after year 3. And if they choose to do it, you obviously can go to any university which is their partner abroad and complete either a semester or 2 in that university and then come back to Jammu. So yeah, that's how the first 3 years at Jammu look like. The last 2 years is what is integrated with the then MBA batch at IIM Jammu. So the flagship MBA, so basically these IPM students who graduate after 5 years and IIM Jammu's MBA students are exactly equal in stature at the end of year 5. The last 2 years basically all the students study in the same class, sit on the same bench, are taught by the same professors. The placements are common and everything is integrated. Okay, so you actually walk out of IIM Jammu as their flagship MBA student. Yes. So and in your final year, they have a lot of specializations that they say they're offering on marketing, HR, IT, finance, operations, entrepreneurship also. So all good IIMs worth their salt are offering these specializations. Jammu is obviously no less in that. So you have a choice of pursuing any of these at your MBA level. Yes, and internships and global immersion, which is what we discussed in slightly earlier. Compulsory social internship after the in the second year after 1.5 years. Then there is a summer internship after end of year 2. There is international exposure. This is as we said, it's a merit based. It's not open for everybody. Okay, in year 3, and there is a research opportunities also for students who are interested. So generally people who want to take the academic route, who maybe want to do their PhD ahead, should opt for these kind of opportunities, the research opportunities and all of that. Okay. Yeah, we go to the fees and the placements. The fees as of today, as of the year 2025, are roughly 6 lakhs per year for the first 3 years, and the last 2 years the fees are always with what the current fees of that particular year's MBA batch is. Okay, indicative number I've given for the first 3 years is almost 20 lakhs, and for the total 5 years is roughly around 45 lakhs. So it's around 25 lakhs for the 2 years of the MBA, which is as of today. Obviously 3 years down the line the MBA fees will also increase proportionately. If you have a look at the placement report for the MBA PGP batch of 2025, I have just given a very a brief representation of the sectors that the students are placed. Okay, remember the first IPM batch is yet to be placed next year, but these are good indicative numbers. This is what is more or less going to happen in the coming year also. If you see, the biggest sector where placements are happening are the BFSI sector, the banking, financial services and insurance, and IT sector. Okay, these two are leading the placements, followed by FMCG and manufacturing. There is a good chunk, 7%, of consulting placements also. These are some of the best jobs in the MBA circuit. Yes, so top recruiters, as you see, there is Deloitte, ICICI, Amazon, Microsoft. Average CTC is 16 lakhs per annum. Highest CTC 64. Highest, I generally ask my students to ignore the highest number, but average is something that you go by. This will give you a more realistic picture of where you are going to be 5 years down the line. Okay. They have very clearly specified that IPM students will participate in the main MBA placement process. So as I told you, as soon as you step foot in the 4th year, there is absolutely no difference between you and the MBA student. Okay, so that way, it's exactly the same what you're going to do in the last 2 years. So yes, this is how the placement numbers look as of 2025. Yeah, so why do we really consider IIM Jammu for their IPM program? It is an integrated program, so again there is no hassle of going through the CAT and all the other management entrance exams is after your graduation. If you crack the exam that they are taking, IIM Jammu takes an exam called JIPMAT, Joint IP Mat. If you crack that exam at 12th, imagine that your life's worst case scenario is an MBA from a tag like IIM Jammu. Okay, if nothing goes well in life, you will still have an MBA from a brand like IIM Jammu. So that's the integrated brand. NEP flexibility, they have implemented NEP. So if you wish to better your odds in life and you crack a better IIM after your graduation, you obviously can exit after 3 years and do your last 2 years or do your MBA from a better brand, from a higher ranked institute also. So that higher chance or rather up end of the life is always there, but the lower end is limited. You can't go worse than IIM Jammu. Okay, global practical learning, the leadership development is something unique at IIM Jammu. The leadership boot camp that they do in Ladakh. So this is something that all our students have always come back to us and told that it was really interesting. It was really engaging. Also, they generally learn a lot in these outside the classroom experiences. Okay, placements and on all of that we've just seen. So they are what they are. So yeah, I think these are good enough reasons for you to consider the IIM Jammu's IPM program. So yes, I hope we've tried to cover a lot of things in a very short span of time, but I hope it just helps you start thinking about how this IPM program is structured and whether you really want to pursue it or not. So yeah, thank you so much and all the best.